You are about to embark on an incredible journey through time and space where you will gain a greater understanding both of yourself, your family, where they came from, and even the historical context of world events. If you're just getting started on your family history journey, it can feel a little bit intimidating. After all, where are you going to find all these records for your family? Are you even going to be able to read them? Are you going to have to take a bunch of DNA tests and learn how to analyze DNA data? Well, I have some good news for you, which is that it's a lot simpler than you think to start researching your family, and in fact, anybody can do it. All you need to do is start with yourself. Make a free account on Ancestry.com or Family Search or any number of other websites, or even type it out on a computer or write it down with a pen and paper, and start making a tree of all the people that you know. Put down yourself, where you were born, what year you were born, and then also the name of your parents, the name of your siblings, any uncles, aunts, or cousins. And if you don't know little details about them, well, it's as easy as just shooting a quick text or asking them the next time you see them, hey, where were you born? What is your date of birth? Get all this really basic information down, and voila, congratulations, you now have a family tree. Now here's where things get fun. You can now turn away from the computer, pull out a pen and a paper, and think about who in your family is the oldest. This could be a parent, a grandparent, an uncle or aunt, or a great uncle or a great aunt. And if you're young enough, it might even be a great grandparent. And what you're going to want to do is call them up and start asking them about your family. Hey Grandpa, I'm trying to learn a little bit more about our family. I was wondering if maybe you could share that information with me. You know, details about maybe your parents, your grandparents, your cousins, things like that.
Why, yes, I would love to talk about them.
Whew, that was a lot. I wonder what I should do next. The next thing you're going to want to do is to call up another person. See, the details that you get when you're building your family tree should be scrutinized as much as possible. Always base whether you accept information on logic. So, your grandfather probably knows the names of his parents, probably his grandparents, and details about his siblings. But during the conversation, you may have heard something like this.
Well, I think her last name was Smith, but it may have been Jones.
Whenever a relative is unsure about a detail or you think that something maybe has been exaggerated, you always want to get multiple views on the subject. So that could mean talking to the siblings of the person, somebody else who was there at the time of an event, and eventually by collecting as many different perspectives as possible, it will be much easier to figure out what that exact surname was or what the details of a specific event were. You never want to get it just from one person unless that person is absolutely sure based on hard evidence. Another tip I'm going to give you is don't bite off more than you can chew. You don't want to go swinging from branch to branch like a monkey, especially at the beginning, because eventually you will be able to navigate all the different family lines and figure out what you know about each one and zigzag around there. But at the beginning, you really should be focused. So if you've been learning about your father's mother's family, try to get as much about that specific branch as you possibly can before moving on to the next one. Because especially when you're taking notes and you haven't gotten everything down on your tree, things can get cluttered, they can get discombobulated. You really want to stay focused, and then over time you'll get a better knowledge and understanding of what is known and what still needs to be learned. Like a building, the foundation of a family tree is incredibly important in terms of keeping it all together. And at this point in your journey, most of the information you're going to have won't have even come from any documents. It will have come from speaking to people that you know. And by this point, you'll probably already know more about your ancestors than the average person does. So give yourself a pat on the back, congratulations, and now you're ready to move on to the next phase of the journey. So I hope this has been helpful for you. If you're interested in a video on the next part of your family tree, which is going through documents and learning how to navigate that whole world, let me know in the comment section below. Also, be sure to follow me on social media because I have included links to both my Instagram and my Twitter. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time.